these scams that happen in the crypto market really aren't that sophisticated. They're just old-fashioned Ponzi schemes. These coins are worth as much as the money that people put into them. And these exchanges, these crypto exchanges that are basically acting like banks, but not necessarily registering themselves as lending institutions. And there's a bunch of issues. We're going to talk about that too. Banks, their holdings are cash, different kinds of hard fiat currencies, gold, silver, platinum, fine art, real estate, land, bonds, stocks, things that are legitimate and tangible, where, oftentimes these crypto exchanges, they don't have those kinds of holdings. They don't have tangible holdings. They don't have anything but other cryptos. And the value of one coin can affect the value of many others. And that's what happened. That's what's happened several times with coins that are supposed to be stable. Stable coins are supposed to be glued to an asset, typically the US dollar. And the USD stable coin has been the most stable, out of all the stable coins. It's actually gone a little bit over $1. But the big collapse in the market that happened with Terra USD or Luna, and I'll get into that in a minute, that coin was supposed to be stuck to $1. But because basically there was just a bunch of fraud going on, it tumbled below $1 and that crashed the whole market. So the whole thing about stable coins really is, if they can't stay stable, if you don't keep your liquidity pool, if you don't keep your hands off your liquidity pool, if your stable coin isn't actually backed 100% or more by real cash dollars, then it's a fraud instantly. Because that's the whole thing. We already have currency. We already have US dollars. That's what everybody depends on. So since we already have that, if we can't guarantee stability with these stable coins, then the crypto markets are never going to stabilize in any type of meaningful way. They just won't. So, and ultimately with all these scams going on, what that shows is that the FTC, the SEC, they're asleep at the wheel. And there just needs to be much more oversight. So now I want to start with a quote by a senior investing and wealth management reporter named Jamie Royal. And then I'll get into talking about these crypto exchanges and these coins that have crashed, why they've crashed, just so we can kind of see the patterns that are going on in the market, so that perhaps if you are interested in making some money in crypto, which you can, especially with Bitcoin, it's expensive, but if you're able to, this is how to avoid the mess. But the quote is, the best guarantee of a currency's safety is that people will widely accept it in exchange for goods and services. And the only widely accepted currency in the U.S., indeed, the only price in which products are ultimately denominated, is dollars. And until that changes, that is the truth. So again, let's talk about crypto exchanges. Crypto exchanges basically are like banks. You do your online banking, but with crypto. And people pretty much use stable coins to purchase other kinds of crypto, whether that be Bitcoin, whether that be Luna. Well, Luna's gone now, Tether, Dogecoin, whatever. Then I'll get into these. Whatever it may be that people were buying or are buying, they buy it with the stable coins because, again, the stable coins typically are glued to $1 US. So these exchanges, they go on back and forth on these crypto exchanges. Like if you want to buy 3 Bitcoin, you'll cash out X coins, and then you'll buy those Bitcoins with the stable coins. And again, the stable coins are worth $1. So they're not real banks, but they're posing as banks, basically. So some of the exchanges, Binance, FTX, which we all have been watching, and I'll talk a little bit more about that, OKX, KuCoin, Gemini, Crypto.com, Kraken, Coinbase, Bityard. Those are just to name a few. And the issue that these exchanges have been having over and over again is that their reserves Their holdings are not backed by US dollars. Maybe somewhat, they'll be backed, and I'll get into that again. But the problem is that if your holdings aren't 100% backed by dollars or 100% backed by something that you can instantly turn into dollars, then it's all a farce. It's all a scam. It's all a fake. Because when people rush to the bank, they're not going to be able to get it. And again, like I said before, the difference between a crypto exchange and a real bank is that a real bank, yes, they don't have all of everyone's cash on hand at the same time. However, what are their holdings? Gold, silver, platinum, bronze, fine art, land, real estate, stocks and bonds. Again, things that or literal, buildings, whatever it is. They have things that give them power, that give them wealth, that give them establishment, old money, and again, more importantly, cash. But the problem is that often these exchanges and these coins, they'll say we're 100% backed by the US dollar. But then when it comes time to show those papers, either they'll avoid it completely, or the papers will show, oh, no, they're not all the way backed by US dollars. And then naturally, people get that news. They rush to the bank. The crypto exchanges can't pay them. What does that sound like? A Ponzi scheme. Because again, it's not just the crypto exchanges, it's the coins themselves. It's with stable coins, the stable coin that's been the most stable is a USD stable coin. That has maintained its value pretty much perpetually. And again, it's even gone a little bit above $1. But pretty much all the algorithmic stable coins, all of them have failed. All of them have crashed because it's just a scam. Because what all the algorithm does is it's supposed to eliminate a stable coin anytime a dollar is used and vice versa. That way, you don't have like a huge pile of crypto coins that aren't being eliminated along with the dollars. But that's what happens. They don't eliminate the dollar and the stable coin evenly. So with these algorithmic stable coins, what happens is they'll just start letting the coins pile up. All the coins that are supposed to be deleted, right? They'll let them just pile up, which again is fraud because that money isn't backed by the dollars. So they end up having, all these percentage mismatches. It's just fraud. That's just a Ponzi scheme. The coin is only valuable. The market cap, crypto market caps is however many coins are mined times the price of the coin. So if there's 1,000, hypothetically, it'd be a lot of coins. So let's say there's 1 billion coins and the price of each coin is $2. Then the market cap is 2 billion. 1 billion times 2. There's 1 billion coins, the price is 2. That's how the market caps work. You see, so they'll come out with these coins and there's all this hype, again, because I just said these coins aren't backed. Sometimes the USD stable coin has been most strongly backed by the US dollar, but these coins that'll come out, to the moon. A month later, it's like, oh, we have a market cap of $950 million. And it's like, how? That's only the case as long as people are confident and they keep throwing their money into it. But as soon as that stops, because these coins are lying and they don't have all of this cash on hand and they're not keeping it balanced, as soon as people lose hype in the coin and the product, it crashes. They pull the rug, they dump, they sell, and everybody gets screwed. And this has happened over and over again. And I'm about to get into those companies specifically.